the one thing that I've always loved is math. And the reason why I love math so much is because there could be a problem, but there are so many different ways that you can, or different equations that you can use to get to that, to solve that problem, to get to that answer. For me, it's kind of been a blessing in a sense. I wouldn't even say that it's a curse. I mean, it's been a blessing. And so I just take the blessing as sometimes things are good, sometimes things are maybe not as good. But definitely, and what's weird about that was growing up again, the way that my parents and my siblings sort of looked at me is they kind of looked at me like, oh, he's not going to amount to much of anything. And it was really just because I thought differently. I saw the world differently. I asked questions. I was just always that person who looked at the world a little differently. And, my father, one thing that I've always loved is math. And the reason why I love math so much is because there could be a problem, but there are so many different ways that you can, or different equations that you can use to get to that, to solve that problem, to get to that answer. And so I was always that type of person who sort of thought out the box, who could sort of, look at something a certain way and say, nah, you know what, maybe I need to do it this way or that way, where, sometimes people only see it one way. And so for me, it has been kind of lonely because even though I am the baby, in that sense, that my siblings come to me asking me a lot of questions, or, people, that I work with, they rely on me. And I enjoy it because I really take it as a blessing in a sense that, God has given me something that I can offer as a gift. But at the same time, it's just like when you're in that space of like, I need help, that's the part that's you don't really know where to turn. I mean, so, I could turn to God, I could turn to a pastor, friends, but at the end of the day, sometimes you have to be the person that has to figure it out. And so it's just sort of the challenge that I've always sort of taken, but it is draining. And, just kind of going back to like my to Randy, there have been days that it's just like I'm questioning it. I'm like, is this really what I'm supposed to do? And, it's not that it's hard, but it's just not clicking the way that you want to. And I'll get a text message from Randy and he'll just be like, hey, brother, I was thinking about you. I was praying for you. I hope you're doing well. And that's what gets me over the humps is sometimes the community of just people that are going to rally around you and say, you know what, we have you, we got you and we're going to be there for you. And sometimes that's really just all that we need is, and that can be from strangers and it can be from people that you know. But at the end of the day, it's just about being there for each other.